The rain had been falling for hours, soft at first, then heavy enough to wash the city clean of its sins, though never for long. In a place like Brighton City, shadows talk louder than people. And on nights like this, they tell stories the light dares not repeat. I'm Detective Jiggs Williams, been chasing the truth for over 20 years. But the truth, it doesn't like to be found, especially when it's hiding behind a widow's smile. Her name was Evelyn Moore, known around town as the Midnight Widow. They called her that because every man who ever loved her never saw another sunrise. The call came just past midnight. A wealthy businessman, Richard Moore, found dead in his study. Gunshot wound. No signs of forced entry. The widow, crying by the fireplace, glass of wine in hand, black dress like she was born to wear it. I'd seen grief before, but not like that. Too rehearsed, too perfect. She looked at me with those deep blue eyes and said, "Detective, please, find who did this." And that's when I knew. She already knew who did. The house was a museum of secrets, paintings that hid safes, rugs that covered bloodstains, older than memory. I noticed something strange. One glass on the table, half empty, but the lipstick mark wasn't hers. Someone else had been there. "Where were you at the time of the shooting?" I asked. She paused, too long. "I was upstairs, sleeping with mascara perfectly smudged and perfume still fresh enough to choke the truth." Her husband's phone had one last message before he died, an unknown number. "It's done. Meet me at midnight." Same time he was shot. The trail led me to a small bar downtown, the Velvet Room. It's where the city's secrets come to drown. The bartender knew more than he should. He said Evelyn came by often, always with a different man, always dressed in black. As I dug deeper, the puzzle pieces started to fit, but in a way I didn't like. Evelyn wasn't the only widow in town. 2 other men had died in the past 5 years under mysterious circumstances. Different cities, same pattern, same woman. I called in a favor from the coroner's office. All 3 victims, same poison found in their blood. Nightshade, a rare toxin that kills slowly and leaves no trace if used right. But Richard Moore's case was different. No poison, just a bullet. Maybe she was getting sloppy, or maybe someone turned the tables. I found her the next night at her favorite bar, looking like trouble dressed in velvet. I took the seat across from her, the neon lights painting her face half red, half blue. "You've been busy, Evelyn," I said. 3 husbands, 3 deaths. That's more than bad luck." She smiled, slow and dangerous. "You've been digging too deep, detective. Sometimes the dead deserve to stay buried." Before I could reach for my gun, she slid an envelope across the table. Inside, a photo. Me standing over her husband's body. "Looks like you were there before the police, weren't you?" she whispered. That's when I realized I'd been framed. I went back to the And somewhere out there, the Midnight Widow is still walking in the rain. They said she vanished into the night, disappeared like smoke through the cracks of this rotten city. But I've learned something in all my years chasing ghosts. No one really disappears. Not the killers, not the victims, and definitely not the truth. The rain may wash away the blood, but it never washes away the memory. Her footsteps still echo through the alleys, soft and steady, like a warning only I can hear. Maybe she's watching from the shadows. Maybe she's waiting for me to find her again. Either way, I'll be ready. Because in this city, there are no happy endings, just stories waiting for their next chapter. And mine has only just begun. The streets are quiet now, but I can feel it. The calm before another storm. Somewhere, someone's planning their next move. Maybe it's her. Maybe it's someone worse. Every case leaves a scar, a reminder that justice is just another illusion we chase through the fog. But as long as the rain keeps falling, I'll keep walking these streets, truth, one shadow at a time. Because that's what I do. That's who I am. Detective Jiggs Williams, still chasing ghosts in a city that never sleeps. Every night the city breathes in smoke and sighs out secrets. The rain paints the streets in silver, washing away everything except the guilt. Behind every lit window, there's a story. Some innocent, most not. And me? I'm just the man who keeps digging until I find the one truth no one wants to see. The kind that doesn't set you free. It changes you. Tears a piece out of you every time, until there's barely enough left to care. But caring, that's the curse, isn't it? You try to turn it off, pretend the next case won't get under your skin. But it always does, because every lie I uncover looks a little too familiar. Every victim could have been someone I knew, and every killer, someone I could have been. The line between justice and vengeance gets thinner by the day. You start out chasing the truth, and before you know it, still, I keep digging. Not because I want to, but because I don't know how to stop. It's the only thing that makes sense anymore. The city changes, faces fade, cases pile up. But the darkness stays the same. It calls to me, like the hum of a streetlight in the rain, reminding me that as long as there are secrets buried beneath these streets, my work isn't done. Some men chase dreams, others chase redemption. Me, I chase the truth, even when it leads me straight into the dark. Because if I don't, who will? And maybe one day, when the noise finally dies down, I'll find the one answer that makes it all worth it. But until then, the rain keeps falling, the shadows keep whispering, and Detective Jiggs Williams keeps walking through the city that never sleeps.